Presents. If you're just tuning in, I've been speaking with Mr. George Addison, who's my mentor, and he's an entrepreneur, and he's a journalist, and he's so many things that we don't have time to say all that he does. But we're making time, and we're coming back, and we talked about his book, Moments in the Shadow of Greatness by George L. Addison Jr. And we also talked a little bit about the Entrepreneur Roadshow, and tell us a little bit more about what's coming up next, or what's new in your world. Or
well, years ago I got started with my nonprofit, which was launched at Bellarmine University. I had the people at the Small Business Development Center, Mr. Tom Daly.
Mm-hmm.
He was more or less the person that really gave me the foundation to launch a lot of the efforts that I do across the country. Mm-hmm. And through the Patisse Institute, which stands for Positive Images that Invoke Self-Esteem, I dealt with about 3,000 at-risk families over several years, and working with kids in elementary, middle school, and mostly people in the housing institutions, but occasionally I was surprised I had a number of people who were very well off financially. Mm-hmm. And I would find myself at homes, luxury homes on the golf course, mm-hmm, across the country, and dealing with VPs from Nordstrom and everywhere else, helping them with their kids who were in trouble with the law or who needed to kind of refocus on some activities to get their life together. So through Patisse, I was able to, I operated a boot camp for young people here in Kentucky. I was one of the people that did that. And then also we had an outreach program that we had in over a dozen or so schools here, where we taught kids the principles of self-esteem, and also taught them the skills based on my love for the industry, the entertainment industry. We taught them how to write, produce, and direct, and create their own PSAs, public service announcements, and film projects, so that they can help shape the images that they're affected by every day. Mm-hmm. The one thing that I really pride myself in doing with African American community is teaching people that you don't have to always rely on someone to tell your story. You don't always have to rely on someone else to craft the images that you want to be influenced by. You have the ability to take those images and those stories and do something with them yourself. And I think until we can do that on a broader scale, I mean, you see a lot of it now on YouTube, you see a lot of it now, with independent film production, but there's still not enough. We have Oprah Winfrey, who has one network, and I really support her efforts all the time, because she supported me when I had my television show that I launched from here years ago, called the National Black Business Report. And by encouraging me at the right time, basically I was able to reach 14 million households on 250 stations across the country and the Caribbean. And it was a successful show.
Amazing. That's wonderful, George.
We focused on finances and economics, and did reports live from the Mercantile Exchange in Chicago, and looked at what's going on Wall Street, and also offered people options on how to read and understand those markets. And so, she supported me in that when she really didn't have to. Gordon Parks Sr., who was my mentor, he supported me when he didn't have to. And these people I really respect a lot, because oftentimes you hear, well, you should reach out to somebody you want to be your mentor, to influence or encourage you. And the bigger the name, the more people that that are around you tell you they're not going to take time to listen to you. They're not going to take time to get involved with you. And you get the voice, the pushback that says basically, you don't have anything to lose. So why not ask?
Yeah.
Why not reach out? Why not try? And oftentimes when you do follow through and you reach out and you ask and you try, you accomplish great things. And so all the stuff that people attribute to me really has little to do with me, but it has a lot to do with the folks that's always given me support and encouraged me along the way. So that's how I try to live my life. That's how I try to operate my businesses. And I've just been lucky. It doesn't mean everything goes perfect, but it means that the majority of the time, things are fun.
Well, good. It's good to have your passion come to life before you. It takes time, it does take time, but perseverance is everything. And it's a good thing, too.
Yeah, I live by the motto. I have what I call a 3P principle, which is basically preparation, patience, and persistence. And if you imply those, or incorporate those three things in your daily living and with your goals, you will get pretty close, if not accomplish all your goals or exceed them. And I learned that at a very early point, growing up as a kid. So, you know, I don't try to tell people to do things that I don't believe in, or things that I haven't encouraged, or things that I haven't endured or experienced. You know, I'm speaking most of the time from the heart, if not all the time from the heart. Some people may say sometimes too much from the heart, but you know, I believe that in order to have a role in the conversation, often it's important to have lived or experienced what you're about ready to speak or share about. Okay?
Right. Yeah. If you've never lived it, what can you tell somebody? So it's good to share. And I appreciate you sharing with us today. Thank you for coming on Cornelia TV.
My problem, I mean, no problem, brother.
Okay.
It's my privilege, is what I wanted to say.
Okay.
And you know, I'll come back anytime I need to support what you're doing and help your show grow and evolve in any way I can help.
Oh, well, thank you very much for that. See, we're a good team together. This is a good man. And, you know, it's good to see people on the grow and people that are willing to give you a hand up instead of a handout. And George Addison is that person. And I thank him again for being on the show.
My pleasure.
And we'll be right back, and we're going to close and give you his information one more time. So get your pencils and paper ready, because when we come back, he's going to tell you how to get in contact with him and more information again, just for you ones that are tuning in. So hang in there. Thank you. George Addison's book. I'm letting you see the cover of it. Doesn't that look good? And there's his name and everything. So he's writing this book, and he's going to need support. That means some of y'all buy it. Okay, because you know we got a habit of not buying and supporting our people. La 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 la. I'm not going to preach. But there it is. And we thank him for being on the show today. And everyone have a good day. And today just happens to be Martin Luther King Day in the United States. We celebrate a great man. And there's other great people that are still trying to carry out his dream. George Addison Jr. is one of those people. And also me. We're the dream that he talked about. And we all should do our part to make America a beautiful place, a safe place, and a place where we all can win. Okay, so everybody have a great day. This is Cornelia Moss-Oldham speaking for Cornelia TV Presents. Have a blessed day, everyone. For more information about George Addison, go to the website at the bottom of the screen and type that in. And that's how you get in touch with him. That's the other company that he mentioned during the presentation. And that's his information. So log on, everyone.